Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. Thank you so much for tuning in, Soul Tribe Collective. Welcome to the channel. We do have 2 more subscribers. I did not get name notifications for those subscribers, but welcome to the channel. Again, happy Sabbath to everyone. I want to go ahead, and I didn't know when I was going to share this, but I feel guided to share now karmic parents and healing childhood wounds. And that rumble is a confirmation. Can you hear that? Oh, it's bass. All right, there's the bass. Okay, got that boom, boom, boom. Let me see that boom, boom, boom. A supersonic something. Okay. We sold 3008. They sold 2000 and late. All right. So, something about peas, black-eyed peas. Green peas are my favorite vegetable, by the way. In fact, I'll be having some this morning. Okay. So, again, thank you so much for tuning in. So let's talk about karmic parents and recognizing childhood wounds and healing them. Again, as you all have, those of you who have been a part of the channel for any length of time, you know I often say, by the way, for the new subscribers, I'm in an RV. I've been here for a year. There's one unit, air conditioning unit that works. I think this RV is maybe early 80s, late 70s model RV. Okay, so it's not very up to date. Okay, but I've been here. This is where I've been placed for a year, and the location is very convenient for everything that I need. Grocery stores and laundry facilities and all that, all very, very convenient here. Okay. And it's on the property of the people who I am currently renting from. Again, for synchronicity's sake, their names are Aaron and Gail. Okay, in case you're listening, those names might resonate with you. New subscribers, anything I say, names, dates, places, birthdays, years, anything that I say in regards to that might be pertinent for your journey. Okay, so pay attention. Yes. And I don't say that like a teacher, like pay attention. You know, I don't say that. I'm just saying it would behoove you to pay attention. Okay. Because you're here for a reason, and not on this channel, but you're here for a reason. Okay. So healing childhood wounds. Let's talk about karmic parents. So things that karmic parents do and say. So let's start there. Okay. So we are all birthed as a mature, spiritual, divine being. Okay. Yeshua was the greatest example of this, as he was birthed speaking, literally talking. You won't find this in Genesis to Revelation. You have to go into other canonical texts. I don't even consider that book to be a full canonical text. It's been so manipulated and watered down by man, Vatican, and those who have written it. So you have to go into other canonical texts in order to see this, such as the infancy of Yeshua. Again, you can find that on this channel on a playlist. The infancy of Yeshua goes into the birth of Yeshua to Saint Mary. Her and Joseph were not married. Okay, they were not married. They had not consummated anything. Okay, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, for a lack of a better term. Okay, they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay, Joseph is not the father of Jesus. He is just an overseer. That's all I'm hearing. He was just an overseer on this earth, as my right ear is ringing. He's just an overseer. He was not the father of Joseph. There's only one father, or father of Yeshua. There's only one father of Yeshua, and that is highest divine white light, Yahweh, divine creator, Lord of the spirits, El Shaddai, Lord of the sheep, the great I am, divine source. That is the only father of Yeshua. Okay? Joseph is not the father of Yeshua. Okay? I believe I was taught growing up that Joseph and Mary, or at least it was implied, that they were married. No, they were not. Okay? So, karmic parents. So if we're born in this place, each lifetime, okay, we're birthed into this place as esoteric beings. How is it that we end up, I hear somebody saying so fucked up, how do we end up so fucked up as adults? Okay? This is where it starts. It starts with the family in which you are birthed into. Okay? So we are earth angels, light workers, star seeds, healers, empaths, alchemists. We are birthed into families. We are birthed into families. I rarely use chosen ones because everyone is chosen. It's just a matter of what you choose, light or dark. Okay? It's high, north node, south node, evil, good. It just depends on what you choose. We're all chosen. Okay? There's a difference between being chosen, being called out, and being set apart. There's a difference between all three of those. Okay? All are chosen, few are called, and even fewer are set apart for the divine work. Even fewer. Okay? So, from birth, let's go back. So from birth, we come into this world, into a physical being, into a family that we are meant to heal. And in that journey is 7:03 on the timer. Alexa, what time is it? Oh, it's 9:31, I can see. It's 9:31 and 93 degrees. Okay? So we are birthed into this place, into karmic bloodlines, healers, light workers, star seeds, birthed into earth angels, birthed into karmic bloodlines. We are birthed into karmic bloodlines in order to heal them. Okay? The only one who was not birthed into a specific bloodline, family bloodline, was Yeshua. He was birthed into the church, okay, the esoteric church, the temple. He was birthed into the temple in the natural, birthed into the temple to heal the temple. Okay, the temple. Okay, he was birthed into that. He's the only one who's been birthed who was not birthed into a specific family to heal a specific bloodline. All of us, the rest of us have been. It doesn't matter. Enoch, Methuselah, doesn't matter. Ptah, we're all birthed into families, okay? Wu of the Qin dynasty, that's also someone who I'm highly connected with. Wu of the Qin dynasty, okay? Highly connected with Helena Blavatsky, highly connected to Nikola Tesla, okay? But we're birthed into specific families for a reason, and that reason is to heal the karmic bloodline and clear up any previous karmic debt that we have in our journey, okay? From previous lifetimes. So, often the same energy, the same demons chase you until you destroy them or they destroy you. Same demons, I'm going to say it again. The same demons follow you from lifetime to lifetime, trying to unalive you. YouTube doesn't like kill. Trying to unalive you, or until you destroy it. Okay? So the choice is ours, no matter the challenges. The choice is ours, no matter the challenges. Okay? We all deal with them. Okay? Whether it's alcoholism, some other form of drug, heroin, cocaine, whatever. whatever, pills, whatever. We're all birthed into karmic families, or not all of us, but many of us, to heal them. Okay? Again, extraterrestrials, that's what we're here for. Okay? So, from day one, we are on an uphill climb. From day one, uphill climb. Because there are societal systems and societal norms that have been placed for eons, for generations. Confirmation bird. Confirmation bird. Confirmation bird. I haven't had anything to eat today and only water to drink. And that wasn't even recently. Okay? And so, birthed into these bloodlines, from day one, we are inundated with the norms of society today and the programs. So what are some of those programs that create these childhood wounds before we get to specific parents? So what are some of these societal childhood wounds? If you don't go to college, you won't get a good job. That is a societal norm that is a lie. Okay? If you don't get married, you can't fulfill your purpose. Where's my grandkids? That is a societal norm and societal pressure, undue, unnecessary societal pressure from those around you. Okay? Sit down and shut up. You're just a child. You don't know anything. That is karmic, dark energy trying to keep you, red aura, pink aura, blue aura, indigo aura, turquoise aura, from being your highest, purest, truest self. Your highest, purest, truest white light. Okay? You haven't lived long enough. Societal norm that, again, further compounds upon us the darkness of this 3D matrix. Okay? The people that your family keeps around you, okay? Your babysitters, the people that they allow to watch you, to sow into you, okay? These people are not esoterically selected, divinely selected in most cases, okay? That's why harm ends up coming to you, whether physically or energetically, because of the people that they allowed to have authority over you and to be guardians over you. While they run out and do whatever they're doing, work, run the streets, whatever. You can run the streets with your thugs. I've been waiting for you, or I'll be waiting for you until you get through. I'll be waiting. You can run the streets with your thugs. Some people have that mentality. That's Tupac, by the way. Some people have that mentality. Okay? That's dark karmic energy. That creates a wound. Okay? When you are not able as a child to imagine, to play, to be creative. Okay? What are you doing? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop drawing that. Stop talking that. Now, we have to separate demonic energy, obviously, from divine energy. Okay? When you're talking about a drawing or a picture or how they're make-believing, right? When you talk about those things. But that's the parent's job to pay attention to those things. So, karmic parents. Karmic parents leave you with people who are untrustworthy. The uncle who's touching the daughter. Okay, I just recently heard something about Tisha Campbell when she was a child and how she was touched by someone in her family. All too common. All too common. Why? Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Parents not taking accountability and self-responsibility. Okay? So, children who are raped, R-A-P-E-D, maybe I shouldn't say that. YouTube doesn't like that word, I guess. R-A-P-E-D. Okay? Again, my brother went through that situation. Okay? With my karmic father, the polygamist, he touched multiples of his children, multiples of them. Okay? Not all of them, because he knew the ones he could touch and the ones he couldn't touch. The ones who would fight and the ones who would go tell and the ones who wouldn't. He knew. Okay? Many of these siblings would not testify against him in 2014 when he was arrested finally. Finally, after 33 plus years of polygamy. Okay? 16, 17 kids. Okay? So, if you want to know where he is, he's serving, if he's still living physically, he's serving a 40 to 60 year sentence in a Michigan state prison. Last I checked, he was in Saginaw. That's a karmic demonic person, a warlock. Okay? That is who that is. All right? So, I was the eldest birthed into that family to heal that karmic bloodline, because they had followed me lifetime after lifetime, and maybe not every lifetime, but multiple lifetimes, unaliving me. This is my 10th and final trip here to this planet as an extraterrestrial Gaia beacon, brother of Archangel Sandalphon, that's Metatron, Enoch. Okay? I am Leary. Okay? The Temple of Ptah, I am. Okay? So I am here to help the collective. I am not here to help those who are dragging ass. Okay? I'm not here for those. Okay? That's what Yeshua was here for. He was here for those who were lost. He was here for the transgressors. I'm here to help us separate ourselves from the transgressors and help us heal these childhood wounds and whatever other adult wounds we may have, past life wounds, whatever they are. I'm here to help us heal those things. Okay? And again, I'm not the only one born on the 333rd day of the year. I'm not the only Master Builder 33 walking this planet. I'm not. Okay? It's just a matter of what those other individuals are doing. I function in karmic energy in this lifetime. Not for very long, but I have. I've made karmic choices. Okay? Been with women that I should not have been with. Gone places that I should not have. Have I ever gone? I don't know if I've gone places that I should not have gone. No. I've not gone places that I should not have gone. But I've been in relationships that I should not have been in. I've kept people around for far longer than what I should have. Okay? Until one day, something clicked. And something said, stop casting your pearls before swine, because all they're doing is trampling upon them. So to you, Soul Tribe Collective, stop casting your pearls before swine, hoping that one day they're gonna see the light. Leave them alone. Walk away from them. Cut the cords. Here, 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 here. Solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra. Cut the cord. And if they flounder like a fish out of water, well, let them sit there and rot. Okay? Your job is to heal those who want to be healed. Okay? Your job is to help those who want to, or alchemize the energy of those who want to alchemize their energy. Okay? Those who want to flip the script and go from hellion to heaven, heavenly. Okay? If they don't want to go, leave them. Again, the military teaches us that if a soldier falls out in formation, you step over that soldier. You do not try to help that soldier up. You leave that soldier there. Now, if they're wounded in war, that's a different story. But if they fall out for lack of self-care, you leave them there. Okay? Because I can't drink water for you to stay hydrated. In order for you to stay hydrated, I can't do that. No more than I can wear your shoes or you can wear mine. I wear a 9.5 in the natural. You might wear a 9.5, but I don't know if you can deal with your father taking your first wife and daughter. I don't know if you can deal with an autoimmune virus that attacked your kidneys and you did dialysis for 4.5 years and never lost faith of a healing, which occurred on 7/7/17. We all have our own journeys. Okay? We all have our own cross to bear. Crosses. Okay? I can't carry your cross and you can't carry mine. You can't carry that other individual's either. So don't try. Okay? Focus on yourself and heal your karmic wounds. Okay? So parents, who do not acknowledge who they are giving birth to, they think you are their property. I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. You ain't brought shit into this world, sit the fuck down. Highest divine white light has ordained me into this world, and if your sorry ass didn't bring me into this world, somebody else was. Because it's divine timing. Okay? So you ain't brought shit into this world. You were just a vessel. Mom, dad, you were just a vessel. Stop treating your children like they're your fucking property. They are not. Your children know more divinely and see better spiritually than you do as an adult. You need to recognize this if you are a karmic parent. Okay? Share this with karmic parents, people. Share this video with karmic parents. Okay? I rarely ask to share a video. Share this video with karmic parents. Okay? Autistic children are not handicapped. Autistic children are higher vibration beings than those who are not autistic. There's some news for you. There's some news for you. Okay? Alexa, what is altruism?
Altruism is usually defined as the principle or practice of unselfish concern for or devotion to the welfare of others, opposed to egoism. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for altruism.
The principle or practice of unselfish concern for a devotion to the welfare of others. Behavior by an animal that may be to its disadvantage, but that benefits others of its kind, as a warning cry that reveals the location of the caller to a predator, is the second definition. So, we're doing this altruism thing right here, Soul Tribe Collective, aren't we? Okay? Aren't we? Making others aware, unselfishly, okay? For their welfare. That is exactly what we're doing here right now. That is why we are gathered right now. In this life, right now. That is why we are here. To practice altruism. Okay, I just got that word and let's look it up and find out what it is, and that's what it is. Okay? So, you often hear me talk about my childhood wounds, and I'm just looking down. There's nothing on the page other than this. Okay? There's nothing on the page. And that over there is a dream that I've already shared, okay, on the channel. All right. So So with myself, start there. So I was born into a family of peasants on one side, and pedophile, and by the way, the peasants, they dealt with depression, okay? So, and suicide, okay? So, youngest uncle committed suicide over a woman, shot himself in his mother's house in Joliet, Illinois, okay, in 1993, 2, okay, somewhere around there. His name was Kenneth. Eldest cousin, whose name is Troy. I felt his spirit today during the Tribe of Jubilees reading. He's a Halloween baby. He was born on 10/31 of 70. Okay? Any of those, again, any names, numbers, dates, birthdays, any of that might resonate with you. Okay? Troy is a city in Turkey. I'm sure that's not the only city named Troy. Or it was. It's a Providence or something in Turkey. It probably goes by a different name today. So they dealt with depression and suicide. Okay? Judy, the woman who I believe birthed me, she also dealt with depression when I was growing up as a, when I was a kid. Okay? When the physical me was a child. She dealt with depression. And we would often talk to her through the door of her bedroom living in the projects of Joliet, Illinois. Mommy, can we go outside? Can we go to Auntie's house? Can we go to the candy store? Whatever. Okay. She dealt with depression. So, and then on Kevin's side of the family, again, pedophiles. He was a polygamist. I don't know if anyone else in his family was, and previous like uncles and that sort of thing of his. I don't know. Okay, but he's a polygamist and a witchcraft worker. His father, Berlin, taught him witchcraft. He decided to do witchcraft against me when he realized who I was. Okay? And he's been doing it for 49 years, or was, anyway. I'm sure he stopped at this point because it's glaringly obvious that they didn't win. And that goes into any relationships that I've had. Romantic, platonic, anyone who's come against me, anyone who did smear campaigns against you, anyone who did witchcraft against your business, your prosperity on this earth, your cash flow, whatever, okay? Your creativeness, anything that they do, your relationships. He never wanted me to be married, and he never wanted me to reproduce because he knew what I would reproduce. Again, we produce after our own kind. Okay? There's a question as to whether he's actually even my sperm donor. There's a question about that needs to be answered. Okay? So, yeah, I think I mentioned he took my first wife and daughter, right? Amongst many other things. And so, birthed into karmic families to heal the bloodline. So what did growing up in that situation, dealing with him and dealing with Judy, dealing with Kevin and Judy, what did that do for me? What did that develop in me? What childhood wounds, what things did I have to overcome in order for me to bring my highest, truest, divine white light self to the forefront and live this authentic, genuine life that I live today? How did I do that? Okay? Well, not how did I do that. What were those wounds? Okay, we're not discussing how did I do that at this point. But what were those wounds? Okay? So, on Judy's side, from Judy's side, I've dealt with depression from time to time, and it's rare, but I have. But in the times that I've dealt with depression, it was in an effort or frustration of me, confirmation, trying to alchemize or figure out at whatever point in time things were going awry. Okay? I've always been unconditionally loving. That's my healing energy. Okay? And that's healing to platonic relationships, and that's healing to romantic relationships. Okay? I have no problem saying that my wand is healing. My hands are healing. My love, my general love is healing. In whatever form it's in. Okay? Or whatever form it's received. Okay? So, from time to time, it wasn't often, I dealt with depression. During the dark night of the soul and ego death, it was very apparent and stood out. Okay? In fact, during the dark night of the soul, at one point I had a mouthful of pills in my mouth, but I didn't swallow them. And then another point, I had a mouthful of pills in my mouth and I swallowed them and nothing happened. At one point in time, I had a mouthful of Red-X with some pills. Okay? We're talking about the tough things today. Okay? On this wonderful Sabbath. All right? So, and these things have happened in the last 3 years. Okay? Again, as I was ridding myself, no pun intended with the Red-X, ridding myself of karmic situations and things that were attempting to end this life, because that is what the witchcraft workers, warlocks, right? Secret societies, they know who we are. They know who I am. They do. They know who I am. Yes, they do. And now they have proof because of this channel, because of this platform. Now they have proof. Real proof. Okay? Now it's, oh shit, he's one of them. Oh shit, now he's coming into the full knowledge of. Oh shit, now he's exposing secret societies, skull and bones, Masons, Eastern Stars, Vatican, Catholic Church. Oh shit, now he's exposing religion. Oh shit, now he's exposing the lies in the Bible. Oh shit. Okay? So, because growing up I was what they call a daddy's boy. Okay, even when I lived with Judy, I was a daddy's boy. I wanted to be with him really from day one. Okay? And that created a codependency that I didn't realize as a kid, obviously. Okay? But that created a type of codependency, or the foundation for codependency, or the need to please. And that's all codependency is the seeking of approval of someone else. Okay? So you become dependent on their approval of you. And when they do not approve of you, you deal with depression. Or you feel less than what you really truly are. You feel worth less when you are really truly worthy. Okay? So, when they create this seeking approval mentality in me, is what that did. Then I became an overpleaser as an adult. And more so as time went on, and as I went on in age, it just got greater and greater and greater, to the point to where I was giving so much of myself at one point before the dark night of the soul that I wasn't even writing in my journal. I wasn't even, I was a shell of what I should have been at that time. Okay. So what other childhood wounds did I have to deal with in regards to this? So living with Judy, she made me the man of the house. Again, 8, 9, 7, asking me how to spend the food stamps, what she should wear to church. Okay. She was also one who was extremely religious when we were children, and she lived at the church. So every revival, she went to Church of God in Christ and Pentecostal churches. We were at the church sometimes 7 days a week. Okay? I never remember us sitting at the table and her asking us, so how's your day? What are you feeling today? What are you feeling? How's your day? How's your... I got a feeling that you're going through this or you're going through that. Never had those conversations. It was always go to church. Go to church. As if the devil, as if Jezebel does not hang out at the most religious institution on this planet. That is exactly where the Hellions hang out. That is exactly where those motherfuckers hang out, is at church. More often than anywhere else, that's where they hang out. That's why Yeshua, we see this in between Genesis and Revelation, this is why Yeshua had to beat the changers, the money changers, out of the church, out of the temple. Who are the money changers? The ones who are deceiving you, according to Malachi 3:15. Read the King James version of that scripture. Okay? Read the King James version of Malachi 3:15 and allow your eyes to be opened. And your eye, third eye, this one. Okay? This is your mind's eye. This. Allow it to be open to see the truth. Okay? That man has distributed under a counterfeit regime, I'm hearing. Under a counterfeit regime. Under a counterfeit regime. Okay? So from Judy's side, I was a very serious child. So I did not enjoy much of my childhood, okay, as a kid should, okay? Running, jumping, playing, swinging, whatever, right? Because I was made to be the man of the house, okay? I was not really a child until probably 15 or 16, till 20, okay? I was really in my carefree energy back then. Okay? I also had dreams, and again, high divine vibrational beings, Soul Tribe Collective. You've had dreams, visions, and esoteric events and things that happen that were indicators as to your esoteric knowledge and your ranking. As a child you did. Okay? Again, dreams about the sperm donor, fighting him. I didn't understand that, so I'd wake up apologizing to highest divine white light. God, I'm sorry. I love him. I love my daddy. He's my best friend. Why am I fighting him in my dreams? Because my ancestors were trying to tell me something. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. So it's not Kevin coming against you. It's the spirit that of the warlock, the evil warlock that has overtaken him. Because he was taught witchcraft by his father, and then he chose to use it for evil means. Again, there are white witches and there are dark witches. Okay, and thank you for those of you who are white witches and doing the white light magic. to help the collective. Thank you very much. We love you. Okay? So, because he chose a path that was karmic and dark, highest divine white light and my ancestors were showing me that this is a spiritual battle that is going on even right now as my nose itches, even right now as you are a physical child. You are spiritually mature. This is why you are able to receive these dreams at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is why. Because you are spiritually mature. Again, societal norms dumbs you down. Dumbs you down. I'm reminded of a lady I saw in a dream. Was that yes? That might have been today. I'm seeing her face freshly. Her name is Shanita. She's one of the women who joined his cult in the 80s and is still following his orders today. She left 2 of her daughters with her then husband, whose name is Joseph. She worked at AT&T in Naperville, Illinois, or somewhere around there. Okay, in the 80s. She worked in that building where, again, I think it's Naperville. It might be Downers Grove. It might be, who knows, it might be somewhere, some other place, right? But it's around Bolingbrook, Naperville, Illinois area. Okay, she lived in Bolingbrook in the same subdivision that we did in Beacon Ridge. Okay, right off of I-55. She's a brilliant, or was a brilliant woman, like a mathematical genius. Okay? He has dumbed her down to the point to where she lied, cheated, steals from companies, businesses that she's worked for, went into the military at the age of 38 to avoid jail time. Somebody else, another woman in that cult, took the rap for that when she stole from a company, credit cards or insurance checks or something. True story, people. True story. I recently saw Shanita in a dream or vision, so she's being brought to me now for some reason. Okay? Brilliant, very smart, and very attractive woman. They all were. He didn't pick ugly women. Right? Very attractive woman. But he just ran her into the ground. Okay? We're talking about karmic parents and childhood wounds. Okay? So, I was very serious as a child, except for the last part of my teenage years. Okay? And so, again, one of the things that Kevin did, and not all of it was, not all that he spoke or spake was bad. Spake was bad. Okay? He told me that he wanted me to enjoy my childhood, so he wasn't going to place all of the responsibilities on me that Judy had. He had women to pick up the slack, though. Okay? So he didn't cook for us. The women cooked for us. I never, ever, ever remember him cooking a single meal for me as a child. Ever. Never. Never. Okay? A woman made all the meals I ate as a child once I moved with him at the age of 11. Again, pay attention to the numbers. Okay? So, when I look back at the childhood wounds that I've had to heal from both sides, from Judy's side and from Kevin's side, I don't look back and wonder how I got over, as that religious song goes. My soul looks back and wonder how I got over, how I got over. over. My soul looks back. I don't look back and wonder how I got over. I look back and I say, I know exactly how the fuck I got over. I went within and I alchemized. That is exactly how I got over. Okay? That's exactly how I got over. So, how did I heal the depression that Judy's side and suicidal tendencies that Judy's side of the family had been dealing with for so many years? I don't know how many of her uncles, aunts that she knows of who actually unalived themselves. I wasn't told those stories, but I'm sure it's some, because that's a demon that's been chasing them multiple lifetimes. Okay? In fact, there's a picture of her. I'm reminded of it. There's a picture of Judy, Kenneth, and Troy, the three of them. They took a picture together at the last reunion for that family, that side of the family that I was ever at, and it was in the mid-'80s, okay? Probably 80, man. That reunion was probably 84, 83. Yeah, probably. I don't think I was 10 yet. I know I still live with her. And she's the only one in that picture who is yet still physically here. Again, the other two took their own lives, ended their own journey here. Okay? And so, in healing the suicide tendencies and the depression, what I did was I had to learn self-love. Okay? I had to learn to give to me. I had to learn to give to this. Okay? I had to learn to give to this. To love this more than any external being. I had to learn to love this. More than my spouse, I had to learn to love this. Okay? The who I am, I had to learn to love that. The esoteric me and the physical me, I had to learn to love it. Both beings. The human and the esoteric, I had to learn to love it. Love them. Okay? The first step to that was taking back my energy from places that were unappreciative. When I say places, people, they were unappreciative. Okay? So parents that were unappreciative, karmic friends that were unappreciative, romantic and platonic other relationships that were unappreciative. Okay? Short-term friends, long-term friends, it doesn't matter. Frenemies. Removing my energy. Then I had a lot more energy to give to myself. For self-love, for self-improvement. I've always been big on self-improvement. I'll read a self-improvement book from A to Z in one sitting. I've always been big on self-improvement. I've always sought ways to self-improve. But I had to heal those things, and that's how I did it. It's first by removing my energy from the places that were not appreciative, that were not returning the unconditional love to me that I was giving to it or them. Okay? So, on the other side, it's 49:24 on the timer. What time? 10:13. And 94 degrees. That is a 13. Synchronicities. Okay? Represents death and new birth. That's what 16 represents. It's Scorpio, or 13. There's something about 16. There's scorpionic energy there. what scorpionic energy represents. You may not be dealing with someone directly who is a Scorpio sun sign. It's an energy. It's an energy of wanting to stop you from living your highest, purest, truest, divine purpose, from answering the call, because you are chosen. Okay? So, with Kevin, the childhood wounds that I had to heal, or the childhood wound that I had to heal, was overgiving. Because again, I was giving to him, or wanting to be around him all of the time, when he paid me no attention. No attention whatsoever. Okay? So he would miss events, school events, award ceremonies, basketball, football games. He would miss all of those things because he was fucking around with those women, literally and just energetically. He was messing with those women, stopping cat, dealing with cat fights, whatever, who knows, scheming, scamming, just doing shit. Okay. Yeah. So, the one person as a child who I wanted attention from was not giving it. That created the overgiving mechanism. Soul Tribe Collective. So have you been overgiving to someone who does not appreciate it and just tramples upon it as the swine does to pearl? Who are you overgiving to that is unappreciative? You shouldn't be overgiving to anyone. Okay. If it is not a 100, one of the man says, some of man's saying is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, in this life, and in previous life. This is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Relationships are 50-50. Oh, okay. So you're okay with you giving me half of you, and I should be okay with giving you half of me? So what about if the half that I choose to give to you is my money, but my sexual energy I choose to give to other people? Are you happy with that? So I give you one half and not the other. Do you see how asinine that's? Do you see how dumb, how straight foolish that thought is? Do you see that? Soul Tribe, do you see that? A relationship has to be 100. They have to be all in, and you have to be all in order for it to be a truly prosperous union. It has to be. Okay? Because if they're fucking you, but giving their money and their time to somebody else, and they're only showing up for that one reason, they're only giving you a portion of them. Are you okay with buying a car that doesn't have tires on it? Some people are. Again, I'm not talking about something that you're restoring. I'm not talking about that. That's way too much fucking esoteric work. Your job is not to restore anyone. Again, no. That's not your job. It's much easier to go out and buy 4 tires, or 5 if you will need a spare, right? It's much easier to go buy 5 tires than it is to lug around someone who's energetically lacking tires because they are lazy. There's an analogy for you. Okay? So that's the wound I had to heal from him, was the overgiving. Overgiving leads to codependency. Codependency leads to stagnation. Because the person who you are codependent on may or may not be codependent on you, but they are not helping you. Okay? They are next to you. So they can't pull you up. They can only push you to the left or to the right. Okay? And that is no increase. Lateral movement is no increase. That is no increase. Okay, how many of us remember the game Pong? Right? It's like the very first video game ever. There is no increase there. Okay? So what childhood wounds have you dealt with, have you healed? Ideally. What did you learn from your karmic parents? 55:36 on the timer. What did you learn from your parents, your karmic parents? How are you, or how did you, alchemize those negative things, the dark things? How did you alchemize those to become and live your highest, purest, truest white light? Are you still working on those things? What else do you need to do to completely remove those things or heal those childhood wounds to where it's only this? You see that? That is from dialysis. That's where the catheter went into my chest. Okay? It looks like a bullet wound, but it's not. That's what the enemy meant it for. Okay? Catheter went here, over my collarbone, and direct link into my heart. For 4.5 years, I wore that catheter. Okay? 54, 45, or 9 might be significant for your journey. So how can you go about healing these childhood wounds, regardless of what they are? Again, the very, very, very first step is you have to remove your energy from the people, places, and things that no longer serve your purpose. So if you grew up in a family full of alcoholics, or that is something that attacks your family, or a bloodline of yours, you have to heal that. And one way you can heal that is not becoming an alcoholic. Okay? Any other addiction, same way. Pedophiles, same way. Okay? Rapists, same way. It doesn't matter. We're on a pilgrimage, I'm hearing. We're on a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage out of the land of Egypt. We're on a pilgrimage. The Leo in me just rare, just like that. It just like when I said that. We're on a pilgrimage. Out of the land of Canaan, we're on a pilgrimage. So removing yourself, your energy, taking back your energy, cord cutting, okay? Removing your energy from the people, places, and things that no longer serve your purpose or never did. Then, through meditating, opening your crown chakra, your third eye, and your throat chakra, so being unafraid to speak the truth, recognizing the truth when you see it, okay, through your third eye, spiritual downloads from highest divine white light and your ancestors, loving unconditionally through your green chakra heart, being confident and full of self-esteem, unafraid and unapologetic as you walk your authentic life through your solar plexus chakra, allowing the creativity and your childlike nature through your sacral chakra and not fucking everything. And in fact, you're probably called to a stint of celibacy in order to reach that. In fact, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed, I'm hearing. It's guaranteed that you are going to be called to a stint of celibacy in order to cleanse your sacral chakra and get back to that childlike energy, that pink aura. Get back to that creative side. Painting, writing, drawing, singing, musical instruments, creativity, sculpting, whatever it happens to be, whatever, a chef, whatever it happens to be, a culinary specialist, a pastry chef, whatever it happens to be, getting back to that creativity, that childlike nature. One of the things that I've done in recent months is I've returned to childhood shows that I've enjoyed. So The Greatest American Hero is one of those shows. Fantasy Island is one of those shows that I enjoyed. Those are two shows that I enjoyed as a kid. Then in recent months, I've gone back to watching episodes again, getting back to that childhood energy. I love the Muppets movie. Okay, there was, I don't know when that movie came out, 81, 82, 79, somewhere around there. I don't know. The original Muppets movie. Okay. When Kermit and Fonzie Bear are in the Studebaker singing "Moving Right Along." Dun, 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 dun. Moving right along in search of good times and something. I'm not going to remember all the words, right? Opportunity comes once, so reach out and grab it. Together we'll nab it. We'll hitchhike cab or yellow. We'll hitchhike train or yellow cab it, or something like that. Moving right along, ding-a-dong, ding-a-dong. Footloose and fancy free. Something, 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 come and share it with me, right? So getting back to that creative, childlike, sacral energy. Again, you have to close your legs and you have to put it away, man, in order to reach it, in order to be your authentic self. You have to for a time and for a season. Yes, you do. Okay. Again, for our new subscribers, I'm on my third stint of celibacy. I have not known a woman since 2022. My first two stints of celibacy lasted 3 years each. You're going to be called to that, so just prepare yourself if you want to. And again, there will be those, there'll always be up until a time when they no longer exist, okay, and the enemy can no longer shapeshift here on this planet, because we've reached the age of Aquarius. Then at that point in time, they will be done away with. At that point in time, the darkness will be done away with, and we will know only light. Until then, you have to make a choice. And even though it's fanning and waving in front of your face, dancing in front of your face, shaking in front of your face, tapping you on the shoulder, giving you the phone number, until you meet that divine masculine or divine feminine, again, that has nothing to do with the penis or a vagina. Okay? Look it up. Do your research. That's where you can start to heal yourself. Find out who you really truly are. Look up your birth chart. Okay? Where does your birth chart fit in regards to those who you have seen as your biggest karmics? Okay? Kevin is a Gemini. That is my sun, my moon sign. Okay? The exact opposite of the sun. Again, esoterically, it's a balance. But you notice the sun and the moon are not on the same sides of the galaxy, of the whatever. Okay? They're on opposite sides. That's for a reason. Okay? Opposing energies, I just heard. Opposing energies. Okay, so what are your opposing energies? So how did I heal? What did I cover? I think I covered everything. It's 1 hour, 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Yeah, I think I've covered. Anything else, highest divine white light? We have an opportunity, people. Divine beings, Soul Tribe Collective. We have an opportunity here. We can all feel the earth shifting. We can all feel the energy shifting. We can all feel it. We see it in the news. We can all feel it shifting. Okay? Leaders of countries are being assassinated during elections. There was an attempt here in the U.S. on Donald Trump recently. Okay? We can all feel a dynamic shift. A dynamic shift. That word is standing out to me. Dynamic. Okay? So you heal your childhood wounds to become a higher, purer, truer version of yourself. If you don't, you will come back here and you will repeat the same cycles again. And the same demons will chase you. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. So Jeffrey Dahmer, he has another lifetime here. Eileen Wuornos, she has another lifetime here. Adolf Hitler has another lifetime here. At least all of these individuals has at least one more. Why? They left this world at Karmic. They have a lot of healing of bloodlines to do, of their own bloodline to do. Okay? It's true. The Iceman, the BTK killer, they're going to have to live here they're going to have to come back, do their first works over again. I don't like repetitive things, despite me being a tax accountant for 13 years, or in the accounting profession in some capacity for 13 years. I don't like repetitive things. It was 107:13 on the time. Okay? So, my email address is TheEncourager333 @gmail.com should you want to reach out to me. Thank you so much for your time, your energy. Continue to alchemize. Continue to meditate. Continue to make sure that you are well aware of not just your physical surroundings, but your esoteric surroundings and the purpose for which you were birthed here. To heal karmic bloodlines and to be a light, a bright light in a place that is full of darkness today. And I don't say that in a depressing way. I said today. Again, it won't always be that way, okay? But it is today, until the fullness has come. It is today. So we still fight, we still battle the darkness, high vibrational beings. We still battle the darkness, earth angels. Okay? We still do. Okay? So, mention some people who I know today who have alchemized their life. Jim Carrey, Keanu Reeves, Tina Turner, Malcolm X. Okay? Some people, I just got the word protrude. Some people, Alexa, what does the word protrude mean?
The verb protrude is usually defined as to project. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for protrude.
Alexa, give me more definitions for protrude.
I have one more definition for the verb protrude: to thrust forward, cause to project.
Okay, so there are some who are protruding the truth in light work, but they are not. Okay, they never healed their childhood wounds. They just managed to cloak themselves in something. Oprah Winfrey is one of those spirits. She dealt with rape when she was a child. when the news breaks about her sex trafficking school in Africa, she will once again be known as someone who did not heal her childhood wounds. Okay, again, read Malachi 3:15. Joel Osteen, to a lesser degree, to a greater degree, Creflo Dollar, Kenneth Copeland, was Jimmy Swaggart. Okay? These individuals who propagate themselves as one thing, but in truth, they are leeches. They are liars. They are deceivers. They are workers of iniquity. Okay? They are trying to cancel out the truth. Because they are part of the program and they have fully bought in. Skull and Bone Societies, the Vatican. Okay. The Vatican is the smallest populated city in the world, but it holds great program power in the Matrix. They're the ones who printed your Bible. They decided what went in it and what did not. The Vatican. There are things in that building that you and I will never see. Or it's perceived we will never see. You can see it energetically. Okay? So thank you so much as always for being a part of the channel. Again, my name is Nehru. This is Esoteric Guidance, helping us all become our highest, purest, truest version of ourselves possible through enlightenment. Through enlightenment. The words that I speak are not words of my own, and I am not here to build some type of misleading cult so that I can one day, like Jim Jones, there's another karmic ass, or Charles Manson, so I can all have you take a pill or something and convince you that you are meant to die for the sake of the cause. That is a bunch of bullshit. Okay? You are here on divine purpose. You signed a contract, just like that then 4-year-old. I don't know how old she is today, but the 4-year-old who had the dream when Yeshua came to her and told her, you signed a divine contract before you came here. So everything that happens to you, the majority of it is meant to happen, aside from your own karmic choices that you will make in the future. Okay? Let's be aware, people. Let's be aware. Thank you so much, and be encouraged.